Far beyond the three-point line and to his fans, Jay Williams seemed to have it all.
I need you to brag for a second. When you were at Duke, how good were you?
I was all right.
You're more than all right.
A two-time All-American at Duke, Williams led his team to a national championship. At 20, he was the second pick in the NBA draft by the Chicago Bulls.
Jay Williams from Duke University. Rookie and Jay Williams.
But just weeks after his rookie season ended, Jay's career, so full of promise, cut short by a devastating motorcycle accident.
Bulls guard Jay Williams has been involved in a motorcycle accident. The second player taken in the draft was transported to the hospital in critical condition.
These injuries could definitely change his career permanently.
From what seemed to be gone, Jay has now found a new purpose on a familiar court.
Can everybody grab a ball?
Mentoring a group of young men as part of the YouTube original series, Best Shot.
I remember that day because it was like that day kind of, it validated I had made it.
Life is good.
Life is great.
On June 19th, 2003, Jay was on his motorcycle racing back from meeting his agent. No fear, no license, no helmet.
As I look up from the speedometer going 65, 70 miles per hour, I'm headed towards a utility pole. I'm headed towards my fate.
The prodigy was now a punchline. His bike hit a pole. His life hit rock bottom.
My body's spinning around in the air. I remember it vividly. And I hit the ground almost like an anchor hitting cement.
He would make a valiant attempt at a comeback, but basically at 21, Jay Williams' NBA career was over.
I started screaming out, I threw it all away. Because I recognized right there at that point that I just made this stupid ass decision that will forever define my life.
The road to recovery was long, painful, depression, addiction to painkillers.
You said it got dark. How dark did it get for you?
I mean, well, it got 2 suicide attempts dark. It got...
Twice you tried to kill yourself?
Twice, yeah.
So how'd you get out of that? How'd you dig yourself out of that space?
I think I got really lucky when I tried to surround myself with people that helped me to higher standards than I held myself.
You have to really prepare yourself.
Now an ESPN analyst, Jay's using his life lessons to inspire others as he does on the show. The docuseries follows Jay to Newark, New Jersey's Central High School, an oasis in one of America's most troubled cities. Kids here are tough because they have to be. In the first episode of Best Shot, the players and the coaches quickly admire Jay's skills.
My rookie year, we were playing against the Lakers, okay? I'm a rookie for the Bulls. I'm like, yo, I want to win this game more than anything.
But it's the substance of his character that wins their trust.
That's the mentality you need to go to the next level.
Basketball's the hook.
Stop the ball. As hard as you can.
Helping adolescent boys become young men worthy of admiration is the goal. Jay Williams, the once college basketball blue blood,
Yo, how was practice yesterday?
Good.
now texting and FaceTiming with boys from the shy side of blue-collar neighborhoods. And oh yeah, a message from a baller all these boys idolize.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Here with your man, Jay Will. Listen, man, we're excited about you guys.
LeBron James, one of the show's executive producers.
LeBron had different challenges with his mother, with his family. So I think him being able to impart that kind of wisdom and lend another voice to this is important.
Jay works with head coach Sean McCray, a big man with his own backstory.
I thought he was a great asset to the season, you know, as far as like building character and making the team understand brotherhood.
Show producers say they researched several basketball teams in the New York area and chose to film at Central High School in part because of Coach McCray's story.
So this is the neighborhood you grew up in?
Right here. I lived actually right up the street, but this was all projects right here.
Newark born and raised. Along with coaching, McCray's a community activist. He knows the struggle many of his players face at home because he faced them.
These kids think this is normal, but it's not. You know, you have to worry about your guys because you don't know when they go home if they're getting the proper meal, if they're sleeping at night. I mean, they live in a crime-ridden area, and you don't know if they're standing out there, if they're going to get shot.
How much of yourself do you see in these boys?
A lot. A lot of them grew up with no fathers. You know, I grew up without my dad, so, you know, I see that with these guys. Like, you need a male figure in your life.
And McCray knows in this city in these times, it takes more than a father figure. His own son is now in prison. In places like Newark, kids don't just fall through cracks. They can fall into craters.
How many times in your coaching career have you gotten the call?
Honestly, hundreds of times, man. 21 deaths, and just guys going to jail, like calling me, I'm locked up.
Teammates Jihad Evans and Shaquan Clark say McCray is part father, uncle, teacher, wise man, reliably consistent, relentlessly supportive, and unapologetically demanding. Coach McCray worries far more about Shaquan's whereabouts than his jump shot.
Shaquan was probably the only kid that I worried about because of where he was going and where he was living. And, you know, sometimes you get caught up in your surroundings. And I used to tell him, you know, just go home.
So Shaquan learned the hard way.
When I got in a car accident, I had broke my femur bone. So I had to sit out that whole sophomore year.
A joyride with his buddies in a stolen car.
Did you realize it was stolen?
I didn't know it was stolen.
Yeah. Wrong place at the wrong time.
And in November, he was arrested for robbery, but was never adjudicated. But back on the court, Shaquan, known by his teammates as Quan Quan, found his game and guidance from a new source.
What's good, Jay?
Even receiving a special message from one of the greatest.
What's up, kid? Listen, man, at the end of the day, every experience in life is a teacher.
Jihad, known as Hadi, has different challenges. In addition to one of his brothers being in jail, he has struggled in school.
I couldn't play the first half of the season because my grades from the last 3 or 4 cycles, it was horrible.
What's horrible?
It was like F's and D's. I actually sat down and thought about it, like, I need to do better in school. Not just because basketball, just period, if I want to succeed in my life.
With support from his mother, his coaches, Hadi's grades improved. He's eligible to play again. And with his teammates, went on a trip they'll remember the rest of their lives. A trip to Duke University, Jay Williams' alma mater. A first time out of New Jersey for some of these kids, and a glimpse at what's possible for those who dream boldly and work tirelessly. Durham's a long way from Newark, but the boys were reminded hardship and heartache is never far away. Hadi got a call from his mother. His father died.
He had a heart attack, and that still messed with me a lot. But I know that I got people on the basketball team that's there for me.
Jay Williams knows darkness well. It is perhaps his most enduring lesson to the team from Central High. Darkness never lasts for those who never give up.
Everybody has something that goes wrong in their life, but how do you build from that, and how do you use that to empower you? To say, yes, this has happened to me, but I plan on being better from it.
Y'all ready to go get it?
For Nightline, I'm Byron Pitts in Newark, New Jersey.
The original series Best Shot on YouTube will premiere July 18th.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.